So the wedding service is all about finding those scents that for you and your other half are going to act as that trigger, that when you smell them in a year's time, in 10 years' time, or in 50 years' time, it's going to bring everything back as if it were just yesterday. I'm sure many people have experienced the profound relationship that scent has with our memories. Sometimes you're completely stopped in your tracks and taken back to a particular time or place, sometimes many years or great distances. But it's in such an instant and in such an emotionally compelling way to a particular time or place or person. And it really does make a huge impact on us. It's something that I don't think anything else compares with the other senses. And it's why at Jo Malone London we really do believe that fragrance gives you the power to bottle memories. I know that the team in Jarrolds, the Jo Malone London team in Jarrolds, absolutely love helping wedding couples choose their fragrances, and it's really a complimentary service. We always recommend booking about half an hour to an hour because we do like to get the bubbles out and celebrate and just really, first of all, hear all about your special day. The details are really important, so things like what time of year is it, where are you getting married, what sort of themes, any colours that you are incorporating, even down to things, the details such as the flowers. Obviously, flowers relate to scent, but sometimes the more abstract qualities of the wedding can really help us find fragrances that will match. We have a real wealth of choice when it comes to the scents, and different things will evoke different settings. So I think the wood sage and sea salt is perfect for the British coastline, or for the sort of the city wedding. Earl Grey and cucumbers, very polished and refined, quite a quirky scent. And seasonally, things like wild bluebell with spring, it's that moment of sort of sapphire carpeted woodlands, and in winter we sort of tend to crave the more grounded woods and richer spiced berries such as pomegranate noir. So really, we've got so many different options. I always like the wild bluebell because it's a clever way of wearing something blue, and it's great if you are having more of a sort of a dewy, spring-like wedding. Orange blossom is fantastic for weddings as well. It's actually got quite a lot of significance. Traditionally, especially in the Mediterranean, it used to be concealed, a sprig of orange flower within a wedding bouquet, because it means eternal love and happiness. So there's always quite a nice link there as well. And then peony and blush suede always seems to be one of our favourites with brides-to-be. It's such a ruffled, romantic, sweeping fragrance, and you can, when you smell it, you can really see how it's got this instant appeal. But it really should, like I said, I can't stress enough, it should be personalised. But even beyond that, we can also look to how we might layer fragrances together. And this is one of the concepts that's really unique to Jo Malone London. But we really make sure every fragrance, we've got a lady called Celine Roux who's our head of product development, and every time she appoints a master perfumer, they work very carefully on the formula to ensure that it's short and simple, very beautifully crafted and high quality ingredients, but essentially it needs to be quite a minimalist formula, and that means you can layer endlessly one scent on top of another and create your own bespoke fragrance, which is fun for life in general, but I think it's really important on a wedding day when you don't necessarily want to be wearing the scent that 5 other people in your guest list are wearing as well. So once we've discovered what your actual wedding scent or scents are going to be in terms of a combination, we'll make sure that we definitely will try it on the skin. We do this in a really indulgent, pampering way, which is with a hand and arm massage, and that really gives you a chance to know whether it's right, whether it's perfect. Think of it as a fragrance fitting a little bit when you're trying on wedding outfits. You need to know that it is the perfect fit. And from there, we then can look at so many other ways in which you might want to incorporate scent throughout the day. And a beautiful touch is when obviously everyone loves the Jo Malone London candle. They look spectacular at weddings, twinkling candlelight at different levels as well. And it's a really clever way to then weave in the scents that you and your other half have chosen. You may not match exactly, but you might want to incorporate a little bit of that, so it really sets the impression on the guests. We really do pride ourselves on gift giving and wrapping and taking care of everything for you, so we can help find gifts for close friends and relatives on the day. And then some weddings we really want to make sure everyone has that little touch of Jo Malone London, and there's these beautiful favours on the tables which again just looks incredible. So Norwich is such a stunning and historic city, and Jarrolds is just the very perfect place for Jo Malone London. And when you step inside the doors, and we have that beautiful entrance at the side of Jarrolds, and you really do feel like walking into an oasis of calm, and it's the perfect place to start your scented adventure for your wedding.